What is next for Canelo? Now, why do I say this? Because his latest 3 fights have been absolutely pointless. Triple G3? Are you serious? Nobody wanted to see that. That proved nothing. If anything, it just proved that Triple G is still better than Canelo, even out of his prime.
Just too tired to. Maybe it's just a lot to put these combinations together. He sees punches. They're just there. But can he match the speed and power of Canelo?
Ryder? Who wanted to see this fight? I didn't even know who Ryder was until Canelo fought him. Obviously, this was a pointless fight. Don't even get me started with Charlo against Canelo, because Charlo was only in there just to survive. He wasn't trying to win the fight. What kind of fight is that? If Canelo actually wanted to prove something, fight somebody that actually wants to win, like David Benavidez. And this gets to my new point, that he should fight David Benavidez. Everybody is ducking David Benavidez. We've seen him absolutely destroy and outbox Caleb Plant.
He barely missed with the hook. This is landed better punches. Range, looking for the counter.
His power is there. Caleb Plant stumbling around. They didn't have anything for David Benavidez' speed. So again, this is a fight that we all want to see by next year. Another fight they want to see, and maybe this is a fantasy fight, but it's him against Terrence Crawford. Because Terrence Crawford, he said that he's 180 right now on his offseason. He said that being 168 will not be a problem for him. So again, we want to see this fight happen. If Canelo really wants to prove something, instead of not sitting on the stool for the whole fight against Charlo, how about prove it by actually fighting somebody that wants to win and not just surviving there? So again, the only 2 fights that we want to see for Canelo is Terrence Crawford and David Benavidez.
Now, obviously, there's hints that Canelo is declining. It showed against the Bivol fight that he's no match for Bivol.
Landing punches that really anyone I've seen since Gennady Golovkin back in 2017-18.
And then he went on to fight Triple G as a way to make a good trilogy, but all this really did was expose the fact that he is declining, because he couldn't even knock out Triple G, who's old, not active, and nowhere near the skilled fighter that he was in their first fight. And then he fought Ryder as a way to make up for his bad performances in the past. But here's the thing, I'm not the only person saying that Canelo is declining. Here's what Jeff Mayweather had to say about him.
Because I do see some decline in Canelo.
So obviously I agree with Jeff Mayweather saying that he's declining, but guess what? Leonard Ellerby doesn't believe that Canelo is declining. Just take a listen.
What do you make of people saying that Canelo is sort of on the decline at this stage?
I think they're crazy. Sometimes you get injured and you don't want to pull out of a fight. And, you know, he says that he's suffered some injuries in some of these recent fights and he's fought through it. Who am I to say that I don't believe him?
Here's the thing. Some people believe that he's declining. Some people don't believe that he's declining. But in my opinion, I do believe that he's declining. And I don't believe that he could beat any of these fighters like David Benavidez or Terrence Crawford.